Yeah, I think he has lost control of the military. And we can see this especially since March, when his number one hatchet man, his enforcer in the military, General He Weidong, he was last seen in public on March 11th. There are rumors that he was suicided in May. We don't know if those are true, but we do know he's out of circulation, which means that Xi Jinping's number one supporter in the military is gone. And it's not just this general. It's a lot of other generals and an admiral as well, which means I think the most powerful person in the Chinese military is a guy named General Zhang Youshao, who is the number two in the Central Military Commission, the number one uniformed officer. That's the guy to watch.
I'd like to know what this means for Taiwan and China's plans in terms of going into Taiwan. Any thoughts on a weaker Xi Jinping's impact on Taiwan?
Well, right now, the Chinese military is in disarray because of the infighting. So I don't think that China is in a position to start hostilities with an invasion of the main island of Taiwan.
Okay.
Now, but the point is, the Chinese military can easily get into a lot of trouble elsewhere because of all these provocative activities from South Korea in the north to Australia in the south. Law of averages says that one of those incidents goes bad. And when that goes bad, because of the turmoil in Beijing, China can't de-escalate. So I worry that Taiwan gets involved in a war because the whole region goes to war.
Yeah, but we can't write off communist China in terms of their ability. I mean, look what they're doing right now at the Panama Canal. New this morning, China is threatening to block the sale of the Panama Canal ports. That's more than 40 ports that are right now being sold to BlackRock and to MSC, unless Chinese shipping company COSCO does not get a stake. So China wants COSCO involved in this port sale. Beijing is claiming that the economy is holding strong, even though trade uncertainty is happening. They're reporting that second quarter GDP growth of 5.2% this year. I'm not buying it. What about you on the growth of the economy? Bloomberg reports that President Trump is softening his tone on China to score a summit with Xi Jinping and secure a more permanent trade deal. I'm not buying that either. What do you think?
Well, first of all, on the economy, China did not grow at 5.2.
Exactly.
We see this from price data because the country is in deflation. You know, you had in June was the 33rd straight month that the producer price index was in negative territory. When you look at the last 5 months, CPI has been down 4 of them. For the first half, the CPI has been down 0.1%. Obviously, much more than that. Look, when you have a country in deflation, it's very, very unlikely that you can report 5.2. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and that has an impact on the global economy. You're talking about the second largest economy, Mark.
Well, and